Can't hear you.
Dante, I can't hear you.
He's working on it.
Did anybody else have trouble logging into the VIP community just now?
Negative, not for me.
Okay, is that gonna work? Yes, it is. Okay, sorry about that, gang. We have had gremlins this morning, but we're back at it, moving and grooving. Danielle, definitely sorry to hear about that. I'm gonna have to check into that after this session. I did hear somebody else say they had a hard time logging in too, so we're definitely gonna get that squared away. Don't want anybody to have a hard time getting in. On that note, let's let Corey in here. So excited to be back here for another beautiful day in OFA. Let's get right to it, gang. You all know the drill. Hands are already up. Let's do big things. Charlie, we're going to start with you, sir.
Hey, Dante. Hopefully this is really fast. I don't want to take up much time.
Sure.
Um, Two things. I was wanting to see if you could see the last page of my thing that got messed up.
Yep.
And also, I don't know if you were able to look at the shipping.
I didn't get a chance to hear back from him yet, but that's got to be coming soon here, Charlie.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
right. Charlie's background just makes us want to grab a glass and make it neat, right? That's awesome.
Yes. All right. So, sorry everybody else on the call. Oh, we went through this morning and then my browser messed up, so I couldn't finish. So, this will be really quick.
Sure.
Um, anyway, I wanted you to take a look at the last page. I was just gonna do something very simple like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely, Charlie. This is going to be the launch out to your community, correct?
Yes.
So this is perfect. In the future, when you are going to take this design and take it to the open marketplace, you'll then change the order confirmation to have an action button at the bottom that takes them to join the community.
Right.
Yeah, for this is absolutely what you should have.
Now, I don't know if this view item here should I just get rid of this.
So what were you trying to do with that,
This
Charlie?
was this was just part of the form. I just didn't delete it.
Okay, cool. You do not need to have that view item here button at
Yeah.
all. If
Cause
you want, you can definitely have an image at the bottom like you do that just shows the shirt again, the same shirt that they bought. But this is all that you need. The only thing we would add to this are any next steps if you have them. Like maybe you want your next step to be, hey, make sure to go to the community and let people know that you just made your purchase. Maybe the next steps are, when your shirt arrives, make sure to take a selfie in your new shirt and post it to the community. You have their attention. So whatever things you want to say and have them start doing, this is where we put it.
it's just should I just put that instead of here instead of this thing? Well, I guess I could make two columns and make one paragraph saying
Well, we could just add a new row. This is just design stuff. So you could add a row and a one column.
and just put a paragraph here.
Right, and you could put a headline or a paragraph down below. If you wanted to make the image larger, then you could just drag the image into the new one column row and it wouldn't it'd be a larger image, not a small. We could redesign this how we want.
Okay.
I would probably go headline and then image.
Okay.
I'd probably put the headline, whatever I want them to do, and then an image of the shirt down below. Super simple.
Okay. All right.
Now, see, Charlie, you're putting all that into a 3 column row.
Yeah, I need
And
to be
that's
a
why
one column.
Yeah, that's why the text got smaller. So just drag your elements down into that one column row. Yep. And bingo. Uh-huh. And drag it down. Just touch the top of your shirt element.
And just delete
Yep,
this.
you did it. Perfect.
Okay,
Absolutely.
cool.
Yep. Now
Cool.
it's a bigger row. You can change all the sizing.
Okay, cool. All right. All right, cool. I didn't really want to take up much time, so I appreciate that. These are just never going to execute, right? These two over here. So
That
this is
is
after
exactly
this.
right. When Charlie says they're never going to execute, what he means is these OTOs are essentially hidden from customers. And you're absolutely right, Charlie, because you do not have any buttons on the confirmation that sends them to the next
next
step in the
step.
funnel. So essentially, your customer journey ends at confirmation.
Okay, which is what I want.
Perfect. And then whenever you're ready to slide OTOs in, just slide them back in. Bingo, they're active.
All right, cool. I have an affiliate. I don't know if I should mess with it though.
Of what? What do you mean?
It's basically for a specific glass that you would drink bourbon out of. Maybe I'll deal with that
Ah,
in a future thing because it just doesn't feel like it flows well.
well, no, it definitely could. It definitely could, Charlie. I don't think I would put it in this post, or excuse me, in this flow, especially because it's your first one, right?
Okay.
We don't really want to taint this experience at all.
Yeah.
We want people to have a great buying experience so they want to buy more in the future. But I do think that it'd be a great post for you to put in your community. You know, you could put, hey guys, I've tried a lot of different bourbon glasses over my years, and I found this one a couple months ago, and I've absolutely been loving it. I just wanted to share it with you guys. If you want to try it out, or if you're still looking for bourbon glasses, definitely give this a try. I think you're going to be really impressed. But maybe you already have a favorite bourbon glass. So if you do, I'd love to know what's your favorite. Let us know in the comments.
Like it.
Right.
Like
So
it.
it's a re-engagement campaign. It's a simple push to the affiliate. It's not salesy. It's not aggravating anybody. You're
Yeah.
really just a purveyor of information in this sense. And then, Charlie, we can look at some initial stats. And if you are making sales on those glasses, well then, yeah, now it's like, okay, hold on now. Can we throw this in the sequence? Can we put this link on our confirmation page so they can go buy right there while they're in a buying mood? I would do it as a post the first try. Does that all make sense?
That makes total sense. Makes total
Lovely.
sense. Cool. Hey, thank you, Dante.
Easy peasy. You got it, Charlie. Great work, man.
Thanks.
All right. I will stop your share and look at that. He's faster than me, flying. All right, let's hop over to Danielle. How can I help today, Danielle?
Hey guys. So I built out the funnel that we talked about for joining my email list.
Nice.
I have one question in there just about a button color, but then I would like to ask if you could just watch me build the workflow so I don't do it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that'd be fine. Thank you.
Awesome. Let's do it, Danielle.
Okay. So I figured, just so you know what the use case is for the login situation, like I'm logged into ClickFunnels, but when you go under Learn and Connect and you click a knowledge base and it takes you through, I told you yesterday we have to log in again to get to the VIP community, but it gives me my code. It's happened 9 times, like I have 9 text codes. So it logs me in, but it doesn't actually log me in. So it's stopping there. I don't know if you want me to walk you through it, but just so you know, that's where the problem's coming from, is when you go here to training courses.
Yes, and then try and access your community. I actually saw this earlier today as well.
Okay.
So I understand exactly what to report back. We'll get that fixed up.
Perfect. Great. No worries.
Great.
Luckily, I had starred this Zoom link. Otherwise, I would have been screwed. Okay.
Genius.
So here is my. So I don't know if I did this correctly, but when I went to funnels here, I used the Smart Funnel Builder on this one. Do you
Sure.
have any advice? Are either fine?
Either are perfectly fine. The Funnel Builder is great. It really helps you build out a simple, clean design that you can just plug and play. I'm a huge fan.
Okay, great. I didn't find an opt-in funnel under Create Funnel, like as a template you guys have. So that's why I went this route.
We actually do have them. I can show you where afterwards, but you did perfect here. I'm sure I'm going to be very well pleased with what I
Well,
find.
plus this kind of plugged in some sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
It kind of plugged in some AI. It kind
Yep.
of plugged in some like AI info, so I don't hate it.
Nice.
Oops, let me go off screen here. All right, cool. Moving slow again today.
Yeah, this must be Zoom having issues
It's not
this
me.
week. I've seen a lot of weird stuff out of
I
Zoom.
restarted my.
I'm gonna turn off my video
Yeah.
as
What's
well.
going on? Is it going to be a full moon? Okay. So what is this? I don't understand what this big bar is, and then this little orangey thing. Because when I put my logo in there, it made it like minuscule, and then I didn't see how I could like what should be up here.
Great
Words or
question.
graphics or what?
So this is the layout that we gave you, and what should be up here really can be changed, and it can be whatever that you want. In the layout that we have, this would be a simple logo. What you're going to have to do, Danielle, is resize your logo. You're guaranteedly
Myself.
using, yep, a large size, and it's just not formatting properly. So you can go to ChatGPT and say, what are the common logo sizes? And then I would send you to...
I just do everything in Canva, but
Oh, okay, that's
if you have
great.
something better, go for it.
No, you can definitely use Canva. If you know how to use Canva, you can absolutely resize that logo. I'm putting a link in the chat to our clickfunnels.com/business-tools.
Oh,
It's a
sweet.
business tools page, and our top tool
Oh,
is
I
an
have that
image
starred. Okay.
Okay, great. So we have an image resizer on there, Danielle. Canva, business tools. I couldn't care less how you do it, just as long as we resize that logo. So it would be a logo up top, and then your notification banner. Free weekly dispatch for entrepreneurs, small business owners, brand builders, and creative minds.
Okay. So I also think like maybe don't take up a bunch of white space here because we only have a little, like with a big, like my logo's at the bottom. I don't really give a shit about my logo. I just want them to opt in. So
Absolutely. Then in that case, you could delete that whole top section.
Okay.
Yep.
Bye. Great.
Bingo.
I'll add a little extra space up here, probably like
A little
just
extra space. You might
mark
want to just make that background of that section just have a little color, even if it was a little darker gray, right? Just to
Now,
kind
where
of
do you
break
get
up the page.
colors? I don't really see colors.
Oh, of our section. So that's going to be, oh, come on. Why does my annotation tool always go away? That is going to be in your, it's on the settings to the right on the, how do I explain this? It's on your settings on the right, and it's towards the settings bottom right. Oh, right above your mouse right now. There's a background. Yes, that you could turn on, and that's the background of the section. Then you can use your color right there. Absolutely. You can
Okay.
choose your colors,
Great.
dole them down, rocking and rolling.
And if I'm is padding what y'all consider space up top? Yeah, very
Yes,
good.
it is.
Okay, great. So that's that. How do that's probably the same question for this button because I couldn't find the button settings for the color.
Oh, yep, that's just going to be down. And then we have our button style. You want to override the style.
That's
So just
what it
click
was.
override. Yep.
Okay.
And then there's our background.
And I can enter in my code. Okay, very good. Great.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's that. Let's kick out of here. I don't want to waste any more time on.
Let's actually. Oh, it
sorry.
lets you out. That's okay. You probably saved your change and I just didn't see it. Looks
I
like you
did.
did.
Yep. This is where I go when I want to build. Is it a workflow that we're building? Because I think automation, but is the automation within the workflow?
That's exactly right, Danielle. Same
So I
thing.
click there. I click a new workflow. I'm
Yep.
just going to call it like the street sheet.
Yep. Only you see the name, so whatever you would like.
And then I wanted to put opt-in here, but I don't really know what this event type delineates.
You're perfect. So the event type is what event must happen. Events are just like a gun. I pull a trigger and that makes another action happen. Same thing here in workflows. So the event we're looking for on an opt-in page is an opt-in event. If it was a sales page that sells a product, the event we're looking for is successful purchase. Does that make a little more sense?
Now, when you say sales page, when I have like a course to sell, will then that become a sales page?
Right, like the page
that's
that your
the hard
order for, because if we're going to talk technically, I'll turn my camera back on so I can, sorry, walk you through this.
Get some water.
Excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just getting over something.
You're fine. You're the man. Like,
So, oh yes. We were talking different
sales page, workflow types, event types.
proper terminology. A
Yes.
sales page does not sell a product. A sales page delivers your sales message. An order form page sells your product. So I said sales page, but I really meant order form page. An
Okay.
order form page typically has 2 triggers on it. One trigger for successful purchase, and that sends them to my fulfillment workflow that gives them the fulfillment emails, thank you for buying. Secondary trigger on an order form is opt-in. And that means people just opted in but did not purchase. And that trigger would lead to a separate workflow, which is my abandoned cart email sequence. If they purchase, they meet the purchase trigger, which is successful purchase. If they abandon cart, they meet the abandoned cart trigger, which is opt-in. Does that make more sense?
It does. And I've got my
Bingo.
course layout. So when I get to that, we'll come back and we'll help. We'll go
Cool.
there. You're saying that if I would have selected the order form, it would have given me 2 triggers, like it would have split it for me, or do I have to build that out?
No, you build that out. It gives you all triggers on all pages. And that's a great question, Danielle. We did that purposefully because in ClickFunnels now, you can make any page do anything. Like you can turn order confirmations into order forms that actually sell more products. So it gives you full capabilities to make any page anything you want and have triggers based on that.
Perfect. So the first trigger is that we want to tag, but
Well, no, the first trigger is the trigger that gets them into this workflow, this series of events. And click your trigger again for me. I'll just show you how they work top to bottom. First is the event type. When they opt in, so when the event of an opt-in happens, on your funnel, Street Sheet Weekly, on this page, the Street Sheet. So basically, when they opt in to your opt-in page in this opt-in funnel, that trigger gets them into the workflow. Does that make sense?
it's a lot of opting in.
Well, it's only one opt-in. It's just showing you the event, which is opt-in, the funnel, and the page within that funnel that these actions are happening to
Yeah.
get them in.
But they have
So
to
you can-
type their email in to opt in.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Great. So when the event is I opt in.
Correct. On this funnel,
This-
in this page.
Oh, now I understand what you're saying. Okay.
There
so
we
do I
go.
add a trigger?
You don't have to. You have your trigger set. I really like using the lightning bolt like you did it, Danielle. Going to the funnel and the page itself and then clicking the lightning bolt from there. It ties this workflow to the page you did
Yeah.
it from. We
That's
don't
what I
have to do it. You can just go right to workflows, make a workflow and attach it to the funnel. But then you have to choose the funnel, then the page within the funnel. It's just easier to do it the exact way you did it.
Okay. So I don't have to tag anybody because yesterday you were saying something about
Tag our contacts so we can stay organized. Tagging contacts is the key to laptop lifestyle. Go put your toes somewhere nice and warm is probably what I would have said. So,
Yeah. So do I
you're
add
right. We need, yes, Danielle, perfect. And tag is going to be a purple option. Bingo.
Okay.
Now let's click that step once it adds to the page here. This is just Zoom being slow on us this week. Bingo. Now, we have our action to the left. You can add tags or remove tags. In this case, you want to add a tag, so the action's absolutely perfect. Now, of that list on the bottom, the 3 things, looks like that's not. So you're going to type it in and then click the blue text below. Not create step. Click that text. Correct. Now you see the actual tag was created. Now create the step. That also created the tag in the back end of your account, Danielle. Now, bingo. Now our tag step has been created. As soon as they opt in, they trigger into your workflow where they are immediately tagged. All this happens immediately.
okay. Because see over here, there's the page that says opt in, and then is this like the thank you for opting in page?
Yes, it is, Danielle. As soon as they opt into that first page, they get taken to the thank you.
And I'm saying check your email. I don't understand what I'm doing here and why I'm creating.
Oh,
a
sure,
workflow.
sure. Okay, so let's go over the system. Man, I wish I had my annotation tool. Tell me you're in here. Where are you?
Lost.
I'm
I
gonna
just think it's
do.
all gonna like do itself, but it doesn't.
You're absolutely right. It doesn't, Danielle.
Because
This is what
why?
we've paid developers 25 grand for years and years and years. Once we know these tasks, it really gets so simple. So I stopped your share really quick. I
Okay.
just want to try something. Can you reshare?
Yes.
All right, let's see if you're going to give it to me. Of course you're not. I have no idea why it does that. Okay, let me just try and walk you through it here. So on the left-hand side, we have our funnel build, the actual pages that customers are going to go through. You have your first step, the opt-in. Customers go to the opt-in. That's where you display your offer. Hey, download this free thing to get these results and eliminate these headaches, problems, struggles, or hurdles. You're just sharing with them your free thing of value, and they opt in to get that. When they
Right
opt
now, I don't have anything. Right now, I'm just saying join my email list, and then basically, like, let's say starting Sunday, I'll start sending out my email.
but you still have something. That's still value provided to the
They're
marketplace.
not
So
going to
why
get
do
something at that moment that they opt in.
Oh, sure, they don't get something in that moment. So on our thank you page, Danielle, until we launch our newsletter, my thank you page would say, congratulations, you're in. You're one of the founding members to receive all of my amazing news blasts coming out. The first one starts on this date. So keep an eye on your email for an email from, put in the email you're going to send it from. We get started on this date. Like, that's it. That's
Yeah.
all. Thank you pages are quite simple. We just have to give customers next directions. That's all we're doing with them.
Okay.
Then, of course, you launch your newsletter and you're just going to change your thank you page to say, congratulations, you're in. The newsletter is amazing. It helps these people do this thing. I can't wait to hear what you think about it. Keep an eye on your inbox for this email from this address. We send our newsletter out every second Tuesday of the month. Simple, really easy.
So are we building this workflow to send them that every time automatically?
Great question, Danielle. I don't recommend it. We can. We absolutely can. Like, you could make this workflow and make an email and then a delay of 30 days and an email and a delay of 30 days and an email and a delay. So you could make a once a month newsletter that goes out to people, all done in your workflow. But what we really do with newsletters, Danielle, is we send email broadcasts, one-time email
Use
blasts
These tags.
to the tags. That's right.
Okay. So this workflow, I guess, is just, I don't know what the point of this is. If I'm already
Tags.
getting that, just to tag. That's it. We're
Just-
done.
That's right. That's 100%, Danielle.
Okay. So we're done.
Yep, that's it. I would add a pause step at the end of this workflow. Correct. Plus, I believe that's our green options.
And
No, pause.
oh,
So let's say, Danielle, 3 months down the line, you do want to make this into a workflow where new people that enter your newsletter can automatically receive the newsletter with the 30 days apart.
I don't
You
like
can, sure, maybe you do though. You
Okay,
may
got
very well. So
Understood.
we'll just add a pause step here. So if customers will be held right here at the pause step. If you
Okay.
should so happen to add to this workflow, you can release them and they'll just go into whatever steps you add next. If you don't use the workflow, who cares? You just keep them paused right here. They never know anything different. Does that make sense?
Yes, 100%.
Lovely.
So this is done.
Yes, you're perfect. You're beautiful.
Okay, can you tell me something? And this is just AI doing this, and I can just probably delete everything. But, again, this is like, if we're just looking at it, it's, basically it's just opt in, and there's some, like, I don't like what goes here as seen around the street. Like my clients that I serve, their logos or what?
Yeah, like where have you been advertised before? And then, okay, so yeah, there we go. Goodness gracious, come on, brain. Let's turn on. We can go to
I'm famous in my mind.
oh my goodness, come on. I'm blanking on the name. of the company. I'm blanking on the domain for this, but there are multiple, Danielle. You'll be able to find companies that will do this for you with a really simple Google search or a GPT search. But you can go to companies and you can pay like $27 and they'll put your ad on CNN, on Forbes, on all the other major news
My
organizations.
ad?
They'll advertise your business on there.
Oh, they'll
So
make an ad for me.
or you make the ad. Who cares what the
Whatever.
ad says? Who
Ad.
cares what it does? Who cares if it makes a customer? I want as featured on or as seen around the street,
Got it.
and
Got
then I
it.
want those companies down there. Yep.
Cool. The cool kids are saying, there's me, join, blah, the end. Okay, so then this is my last question. Where did it go? This thing, it's trying to do, oops, like an OTO, which I feel like this is just, should be less crazy. I just kind of like a thank you. You don't recommend an upsell on a thank you page for an email opt-in, do you?
It depends. And this is something to play with, Danielle. The system that works really well is free opt-in to low price point product. $7 to $97. Really, $7 to $47 is the perfect sweet spot. And it's called an offer wall. So after somebody opts in, we thank them for the things that they did. We first confirm and affirm their actions. Your free report is on the way. You could even put a headline at the top of this page, Danielle, that says, congratulations, you've claimed your free report, right? There's this, it's just simple design stuff I'm sharing with you. Like you have your headline right now at the very left, and it's saying your free report is on the way. You could move that to be right just up top. We just want to confirm the action they did. You know, congratulations, you have received the thing that I just offered you. Really simple. Then you've unlocked a one-time offer that won't last long. So what I would do, this is perfect, Danielle.
AI did this.
Good. It's leading into an offer wall. That's fantastic. Scroll me up to the very top here. First thing I would recommend is probably to make all of your text larger and your image larger to push down the section below. You've also unlocked a one-time offer. I would push that down.
So they can't even see these words above the fold?
That's right. I would push that down below the fold. So they're above the fold. All that they see is confirming what they've already done. Then you say, hey, you've unlocked a special offer that won't last long. You have a 5-minute timer. You might want to change that to a 9-minute timer. That all depends on how much copy you have below and how much they need to listen or watch. If it's really short copy, 5-minute works. If there's a little bit of a decent sized copy, go to 9 minutes. Product name, look at you, $49 for a limited time only. It's almost like we trained our AI to know the system. For a limited time, there's the thing, and then you would go into the marketing of your $49 product. Here's what the product is. Here's the things inside of it. Yeah, beautiful, Danielle. Awesome. I love this. And
here's how sorry to cut you off, but here's how my brain works. I want to get rid of this because I don't have my course built. I'll have it built probably by Sunday, but I don't want to not get my opt-in email link live on my link in bios that are already live in all my socials. So is there any way to like copy a funnel so all this is somewhere else, but just cut it off and keep just this one section?
Yes, there is, Danielle. There's a couple things that we can do here. Number one, I see what you're saying. You want to make a copy so that you can work on it, have this one live, work on the other one, and just change out. Let's do it. Exit the editor for me. By the way, offer walls, I love this setup. You're only promoting one product right now, which is perfectly fine. Typically, on an offer wall, we would promote 3 different types of products, like a $27, a $47, and then maybe a $197 or a $97. So as you grow and get more assets, just remember offer walls are typically a wall of multiple products people can choose from instead of just one.
Okay. Well, is it okay? Can I start with one and then just keep adding?
Of course you can. Yes.
All right, let's duplicate this bad boy.
All right, let's dupe it up. Main funnel settings, top right. Scroll to the very bottom left, and we're going to see a duplicate funnel button. Bingo. Go ahead, dupe it up. Rock and roll, and now you'll see it in your funnel list as copy of.
Okay, perfect. Then my last question is about,
Ooh, brakes. Go back to those main funnel settings.
oh shit. Uh,
You're so funny. I'm looking at your head code, and I don't see Microsoft Clarity
I
in
don't know
there.
how to do any of this. I don't know
Do
how to
you?
do head code or footer code.
Yeah, you do. Do you have a Microsoft Clarity account?
No,
Okay, that's fine. Can you copy and paste?
I believe so.
Then you know how to do all of this, Danielle. Let me grab my URL for you here.
I work in Outlook, but I must have missed this part in the thing. No,
No,
challenge.
this is not in the training. This is an additive. This is a bonus. Since the training was made, Clarity came out with this product. So this is like an addition. It's okay that you don't know about this. That's why I'm here to make sure we all know about this as VIPs. So I just put a link
Guys,
in
for
the
the-
chat for you. It starts with
cool.
commentchaser.com. But that's a whole walkthrough I have on how to set up your Clarity account, how to get the code, and then you're going to paste it right here in the head, Danielle. It's literally
All my
copy.
funnels,
Yes.
because it's not
Yes.
in any of my other things.
I want it on all of your funnels, every
What's it for?
single
What's
thing.
the purpose? Will you tell me in this video?
Yes, but simply put, the purpose is, and I want everybody to know this, Microsoft Clarity is screen recording and heat mapping software. What that means is so for years we used to use mouse flows or Hotjar, and we paid $2,000 to $5,000 a year to have screen recording and heat mapping, and it actually didn't even have screen recording. It was just heat mapping. Well, Microsoft Clarity will take literal videos of your customers as they're interacting with your funnel. So now you can be a CEO. Your day, you wake up every day, you look at the new recordings that have come through, you find the problems, the places in your funnel that people are leaving or struggling with, you fix it, and that's the game. We do that for a month, and all of a sudden our funnels are rocking and rolling. Also, heat mapping, right? You look at your funnel's heat map, green, 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 everything is going great until we hit this section, red, everybody's leaving right here. Oh, so one of the biggest questions we've had as entrepreneurs forever is I launched my funnel, where should I focus? We know we should have our focus be on the above the fold until we make it so good we can't beat it anymore. But then where do I go? Microsoft Clarity solves all those questions. Not only that, Danielle, another new addition, Microsoft Clarity, being as in it's a Microsoft product, it has Copilot built right into it, Microsoft's AI. So now you don't even have to watch screen recordings every day. You just go to Microsoft Clarity, you go to the top right, you click summarize, and the AI watches all of your screen recordings, dissects all of your heat maps, and says, based on the last 10 customers we've seen, you should change this and this and this and this. It's awesome. Every day you do that in the first hour of your mornings. You're just converting and optimizing every single day with a robot. It's awesome.
I love it. Okay, I'm done. We'll talk about my low ticket offer tomorrow. Thank you.
Perfect. You got it, Danielle. Throw Clarity on that funnel and let's get that bad boy launched. I bet you have data going right now.
Thanks.
Awesome. You got it. Great stuff. Hey, let's hop over to Mark. What's cracking, Mark?
Oh, can you hear me? See
Loud
me?
and clear.
I just want to give you an update. You told me to do it. Can you see that?
Yeah, 3
counting.
and counting.
Let me see. It's kind of messed up. Here we go.
Look at you.
There you go.
Come on with it.
I'm getting about to go out on day 3 right now. So I am being, so I just wanted to, you're kind of like my accountability partner. I don't know if you do that, but you are. So,
Oh, I knew.
So, one of my questions is, I've been trying for quite some time now, because I've been here for a while, to attend the morning and afternoon, but I also need to get sales, and I don't want to, and while these are very helpful and it keeps me engaged, so to speak, I'm wondering if, and again, you're my guy. So if you said, listen, Mark, just attend, work on your postings, work on your emails. I don't know. We can talk about that in a second here. But you just need to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 2 o'clock or whatever it is. I'm just looking for some guidance here. So that was my first. So I'm going to keep posting, but that was my first question. Should I keep doing morning and afternoon? Do you have a suggestion? And then finally, I was going to if you had a suggestion on engaging my kind of, I have a pretty large email list, but it was more focused towards real estate. Now, most of the people, it's too much trouble to try to find out who's local, who isn't. You understand? But I just wanted to start getting my voice, getting it out there, and then building that list as well, or warming it up. So that's my I don't know if I threw too much at you, but anyway, that's it.
Okay, great questions. First off, stop coming.
Okay.
Don't come at all, morning or afternoon. Volume, baby, volume. You got your funnel launched. It's live. You
Yeah.
understand how you built your funnel. You understand your business. You understand your offer. So I want to see volume out of you now, Mark. I'd much rather you, at this point, I would much rather you spend those hour, 2 hours, however long you're doing watching these calls. I'd rather see you on the phone. I'd rather see you calling every single hotel within 50-mile radius in Mobile, Alabama, and trying to set up purchases. I would rather see you trying to go find the other places, the other, like, go to every single furniture warehouse in Mobile, Alabama, and talk about making a partnership where they can promote your beds and maybe get a 10% commission on that. I would rather see you run that every single day, setting up your partnerships, building out your Dream 100, writing new ads, like you said, making your posts, finding your voice. I would much rather see you do that every single day than coming here, because you've gotten a lot of meat and potatoes. What you really need to maximize me now, Mark, is data. We need data. We need people going to the funnel. We need people using our ads. We need people going to the funnel so we can actually see what needs to change or tweak, or is the offer going to work? Do I want to do more of this, or is this not going to work? Is this too difficult and I want to choose a different business or a different product? We need data from now, and the best way for you to get that for us is volume, massive amounts of volume every single day.
Perfect. All right.
And what was your second question?
Is about the email.
Oh yeah. So for you to have these conversations is going to be super valuable right now. You haven't had enough of the conversations with customers about, their bed and their frustrations with their bed and the effect that it has on their life, and how that you haven't had enough conversations with people about how they wake up every day and want to entertain. They want to have friends and family and guests over to their house, but they don't, because they don't feel comfortable with the sleeping setup that they have for their guests, with their guest bedding. Like, all these conversations, all these things that are on our customers' mind, man, that's the gold that we pull from and put on our pages. So I'd love to see you engage that list, and you can position it as, hey guys, so I know you know me as your trusted realtor for all real estate guidance, but something you don't know about me, my alter ego is Mattress Mark, and for the last few years I've been unrealistically obsessed with sleep for myself, and I've turned it into a passion that I like to help others with. So for the last couple years I've been helping pair people to really amazing mattresses that give you better sleep but also help you recover. These mattresses are, in my opinion, the best mattresses for anybody 30 plus. AKA 30 plus, they have money to buy a mattress and they don't sleep on cardboard, right? So yeah, I'd love to see you introduce it to your list. Even if they're not local, say if you have any questions about your sleep, whether it's from your actual sleep tools like your bed and your frame and your sheets, or to your sleep tactics, like how you get ready for bed, what you have in your room, what you're doing an hour before. If you have any sleep related questions at all, I would love to be your trusted consult. Sure, you may generate some sales from people that are local to your area just by getting on the phone and having conversations with them, and they say, oh, I live near Mobile. Oh, wow, that's incredible. Just in case you didn't know, I have a huge sale going on right now. Oh, tell me more about that, Mattress Mark. So you may generate some sales, but I think at the very bare minimum, you'd be able to get people to pick up the phone and call you and ask some questions where you can really start to dissect. So what is your current sleeping patterns? What do you do an hour before sleep? What are you happy about with your sleep? What are you not happy about with your sleep? What would you change? And what would you keep exactly the same? Those conversations are so valuable right now.
All right. If I'm in the funnel and I want to, because I don't want to necessarily waste your time with this, so I could come back. But anyway, for setting up the first email, not the if then sequence and all that, but I remember I think there's a prompt within ClickFunnels, it'll help you do that, correct?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wow.
Right.
That's awesome. Good for you, man. Okay. If then, sorry, finish that out, Mark.
I don't want to get into that deep. I just want to start. I'm just going to send out an email. If you tell me every day, I'll send one out every day. But anyway, just the setup of that template, so to speak. Will ClickFunnels kind of walk you through that?
Is setting up your email?
Yeah, and just the first template to send out.
Yes, we
Okay.
absolutely will. Let me see if I can do this. Man, I'm just gonna go blue. Okay, no worries. I can get this set up. Let me show you like this and like this. All right, bingo, you got me. So if we go to our emails, oh, I have one here. Let me just go in here really quick.
I'm going to write, I'm going to go back and watch the recording. So,
Nice, perfect. I'll move quick then. So here is my workflow connected to my funnel itself. Goodness gracious, Mark, my brain is escaping me. You had a question about how to send emails.
right. And I thought there was a prompt that would kind of walk you through it.
Yes, that's right. There is. The first time you set up an email, we kind of walk you through it. Here's what you really want to do. Hit your plus button to add an email. Click on your send email step. Once you do, on the left-hand side, we have tons of different templates that are pre-made. Just so you guys know, classic email template 1, 2, and 3 have been some of the most popular over the last decade. Reason is they're simple, they're clean, they're easy for you to build, but they're also really easy for your customers to read and understand and dissect. Also, they're built to look beautiful on both desktop and mobile. So if you guys want a mobile optimized email, emails 1, 2, and 3 are great places for you to start. And then, yeah, these are all templates, Mark. So once you choose one of these templates, you just go in there and edit the template just like you edit the funnel. Change the words to what you want them to say, change the buttons to what you want them to do, change the images to what you want them to be, just like a funnel.
All right. Well, I'm going to work on that. I'll probably come back just to get your blessing on it.
Sure.
But other than that, I'm out and I'm going to go post again. Thanks for your help.
That's what I like to see, Mark. Nice. That's it.
All right. Thank you.
You got it, brother. Great stuff.
All right. Bye.
All right. Man, that gets me fired up. Mark's a cool case. Mark's had a lot of fear about launching, a lot of we get the jitters when it comes time, but he did the thing. That is amazing. Let's hop over to Corey. Hey Corey, how can I help today?
Good. Thanks for helping me out. I had
Pleasure.
two quick questions. One, in the payment processor, I'm not seeing Stripe. I'm only seeing Payment AI.
Great question here. You must use Payments AI in your ClickFunnels account. Payments AI, Corey, is basically a payments orchestrator. Just like an orchestrator does not play the instrument, he keeps everybody in time and in tempo, making sure the cymbal crashes when it should, the trumpets blare when they should. If the trumpets don't blare, hit the trombones, right? Payments AI is your payment orchestrator. It allows you to do a lot of really great features and functions. Like one of them, for instance, is payment dunning. Let's say somebody tries to make a purchase with you, but the location they tried to purchase from doesn't line up with where Stripe tried to charge them from in the back end. Well, we can set up dunning rules so that if the sale declines in this one, we'll try it in this different location, and then this different location, and this different location. Just by adding payment dunning in Payments AI, our users are saving 30% of their sales just from simple failed sales that otherwise would have gone unnoticed and unfulfilled. So you have to have your Payments AI set up to be your payment processor. From there into Payments AI, you can link in your Stripe, your PayPal, your Apple Pay, and anything else. So all of whatever you're currently doing with payments, whether it's Stripe or NMI for high risk, doesn't matter. All of them hook into Payments AI. Your money's going to Payments AI. It orchestrates and sends to the banks you have linked up. Does that make sense?
It does. So once I set up Payment AI, it will open up the app for Stripe.
That's exactly right. How it works in your
Makes
Payments
sense.
AI account on the right-hand side, you'll see all the different
Okay.
payment processors available, and you just hook up whatever you want.
I was just confused because on the mission 4, it says set up Stripe step one, set up Stripe, and then step two, payment AI. So I'm like, I didn't want to jump ahead to the payment AI without doing step one first.
You already have a Stripe, is that correct though?
I don't.
Okay, yes, then go set up your Stripe first, then Payments AI.
Oh, okay, so Stripe will be off ClickFunnels. You're not going to do it.
Correct.
Got you.
That absolutely, yeah, is your Stripe. You can use it in ClickFunnels and any other things you might be doing.
Got you. Okay, cool. My second question was I linked up my domain and everything. I had it offsite through Bluehost. It's now linked. All the green check marks are good. I want to recreate that website. I didn't like the original one to begin with. Definitely not tech savvy, so I like the drag and drop that you guys have.
Nice.
Do you guys have additional videos or anything on how to go through, or like just some type of demo to show you how to set up a website or anything like through ClickFunnels?
Yes, we do. So we have a bunch of great training in our knowledge base. We have a lot of great trainings in our knowledge base on funnel hubs and how to set them up. But what I really want to show you is last week we have a new show. Russell revamped, brought it back from the dead. It used to be called Funnel Fridays, where every single Friday Russell would be the designer and funnel builder, and he would bring in Jim Edwards, a copywriting expert, and they would build a funnel in 30 minutes every single Friday. He does the same thing now, but just new tools, new processes with the new ClickFunnels software also. They just did one last week, Corey. And the one last week was all about funnel hubs or websites and how to create yours. I think that was it /site? No. Does anybody have that Funnel Friday link from last week by chance? It was funnelfridays.com/ was it Hero? Was it Hero? Hold on. Was it Hero? Oops.
Yes,
Come
Dante
on.
/ hero.
Funnelfridays.com/ hero. That gives the template. Where is the video itself? Corey, I'm not finding the video. I'm going to give you this link in the chat right now.
Okay.
Scott, to get into Funnel Fridays, great question. Let me share that link as well.
Yeah, please. That would be great.
Funnelfridays.com / registration. I'm going to put that in the chat for everybody right now. Bingo. So register for that. They have another one happening this coming Friday in 1 day and 20 hours. And it looks like that's going to be on how to become an expert. Yeah. Zero recognition in the marketplace, how to become an expert using that funnel. So every Friday, really, really great trainings that he drops there. But for you, I would really like for you to watch that video. That one video is Jake Leslie is Russell's funnel builder, and he does the training, and he is unbelievably knowledgeable, and he is a very good presenter. So he did a fantastic presentation on just how to use the editor and how to build your sites and build your hubs, and it was awesome. I'd love for you to get with our support team and find out. They'll send you a link to where that video is being stored right now.
Okay, perfect. That's not a problem at all.
Cool. Do you know how to get in touch with our support?
I'll register for that. Funnel Fridays.
Cool. Do you know how to get in touch with our support?
I do not.
Oh, cf2support@clickfunnels.com. You can always just go to support@clickfunnels.com, but CF2 support CF2support@clickfunnels.com. I just put the link in the chat for you as well. That gets you directly to ClickFunnels agents for 2.0, the current software. So it'll just fast track you.
Cool. Okay. That's
Awesome.
I'm just like slowly every day going through the missions and trying to build and trying to, do all that stuff too.
It's exactly how you should be doing it, Corey. You're literally perfect on track.
Good. And I just wanted to one thing before I left. I know there was I think it was it Tim who was just talking? He was talking about posting content and stuff. A good tool that I use a lot and it's helped me so much saving time is Opus Clip.
Yep.
So what I'll do is I'll shoot like I'll just talk and just have ideas for 15, 20 minutes and I'll just talk. And then I'll upload all that raw content into Opus AI, Opus Clip, and it will do all the editing. It will add my captions. I'll shoot like 2 or 3 months of content in like 20 minutes. And then it will schedule all that out to all your different platforms as well. So I'll schedule one video and it will shoot to my TikTok, my Instagram, Facebook. It will go to YouTube. So for people that are struggling with that or don't want to like really spend a lot of time on shooting just like raw content and stuff, like I would highly suggest they use Opus Clip. I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that. It's just a tool I found. And it's like $30 a month. It's literally it's $1 a day, but it saves me. Like I said, like last night I shot probably 30 minutes of videos, and I have 2 months of content that's already scheduled out to go to all my social platforms. So that's just for people who are struggling. Like I suggest that one. Like I said, I don't have like an affiliate link or anything. It's something that I use, and it's really cool.
Same. I use Opus as well. Big fan of them. Big fan. Any other questions today, Corey?
No, I think that's it. I'm gonna go back and keep doing my missions, and then definitely if I have more questions, I'll let you guys know. But I'm a big fan of what you do. I love it. So.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, Opus Clip. I see someone, Scott, had a question. Opus Clip is who I use. It's really cool.
Scott, I'm putting that URL in the chat for you right now. Yep, Opus. It is opus.pro.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Awesome. You got it, Corey. Great to have you here, man.
Thank you.
All right, Roy's next. Hey, Roy.
Hey there. All right. Mine's going to be pretty quick.
Sure.
Okay. Just a couple of questions. And first one, I know you mentioned about, let's see, you talked about social media masters. I'm going to check with ChatGPT or do a search to find out which ones are the best ones. But you mentioned one for $27. Do you have an idea which one that might be?
A $27 product?
Yeah, the social media masters you mentioned that they post your ads on CNN or these other social.
Yes, Roy, I'm having a hard time remembering that domain. I don't remember exactly who it was, but there's multiple services that will do this. So a quick Google search or GPT, you'll find out.
Okay, next question. With opt-ins, can I tag a contact with multiple tags upon opt-in, or can I only do one at a time?
You can do multiple tags. You can add as many tag steps as you want, Roy.
But on the same step.
Yep. Or you can have one tag step that's adding multiple tags itself. Like, I think I'm here. Yes, let me just show you exactly what I mean so I know that it makes sense. Okay, let's get down here. Let me get you guys up there. All right, so if I close this down, all I have to do is hit my plus to add a step. I'm going to scroll down to my tag step. Here, I can tag my contact. Now, I can put multiple tags in, like I can tag them with this, and then click again, and this, and click again, and this. So when they opt in, let's create that step. Now, there is no error below. There is none. Hello, excuse me. We're gonna, there's my tag. Let's go here. I probably just deleted some of these tags from my account. These two should work. Go ahead and create the step. I don't know why it is doing that to me. But anyway, I can make one tag step that applies multiple tags, or I can go in here and add multiple tag steps. Like so, I can hit plus, tag the contact. Let's just throw down this right here, create the step. It's not true. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, I can have tag, send email. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Very easy. Easy enough.
Yes, sir. Love that.
Okay. And just one last thing here. I don't know who I might have to ask support for help with this, but I click on the Napoleon AI inside a headline element and it doesn't, well, I just get a blank screen on the right side, that window pop up.
Yeah, you just get a blank white box.
Yes.
You can definitely talk to support about that, and they can check your account and see if there's something that they have to change and fix. But I doubt that that is the case. Let me go into mine right now and see. This happens to me once in a blue moon too, Roy, and it's always my browser cache. So more than likely your browser is just cached. But if I go into my headline right now and I pull up my AI, yeah, my AI is blank right now as well. So more than likely just what's happening, Roy, is we're probably just fixing and working on the AI right now, and it'll work in like 30 minutes.
Because I did clear out cache. I thought for the browser. I thought that
Oh, yeah, very smart, very
but it
smart.
still, yeah, it still came up with the blank.
Yeah, I'm blank too right now, and I just cleared my cache this morning. So more than likely, we're just working on the AI, fixing it in the back end. It'll be up and running in like 30 minutes. Just use GPT in the interim.
Gotcha. All right, very good. Well, that was it for me. Thank you.
Nice. Good stuff, Roy. Moving and grooving. Great work. All right. Tom's going to be next. Hey, Tom.
Hey, Dante, how you doing?
Living the dream. How about yourself?
Yeah, same here.
Come on.
So I got a question about payment processors. This is just kind of an add-on to one of the earlier questions. So
Sure.
when I was going through the training, the payment processing is not Stripe or payments AI. You need to do both. Is that what we're at right now?
Correct. You need both.
Okay.
You don't technically need Stripe. You can just use Payments AI. Most people have Stripe already set up though, and they want to use, so either way, use just Payments AI or bring Stripe into your Payments AI. But either way, Payments AI is a must.
Understood. So what I did was I did register for Stripe. I was not a current user, and I did set that up. I'm the one that was having problem with the calculation of taxes.
Yep.
So I'm wondering, is it because I'm not hooked into Payments AI? That's sort of a red
Or
herring.
Stripe.
Well,
Yes.
Stripe I'm hooked up with. Stripe is what I registered for. Payments AI I have not. So I'm wondering if that's maybe the reason why I'm having an issue with calculations.
Yes, it absolutely is, Tom. Once you connect your Payments AI into your ClickFunnels account and then you bring your Stripe back in, that is, I would have to venture to guess, yes, that'll fix all the tax problems.
That is fantastic. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Great job, Tom. All right, let's hop over to, I'm going to try and pronounce this right. Tyson?
Yeah, it's Tyson. You got it.
Tyson, great to meet you, man.
You as well. So question, I put it in the thing, but I don't, this is a great forum too. So I have an offer. My offer is I'm selling a product. I'm selling a number of products based on how many clients or customers the business I'm selling to has.
Okay.
So I'm doing the webinar funnel. So I'm doing an hour-long webinar, tell you why it's the greatest thing ever, and then you buy.
Yep.
I can't have them purchase online. I have to do direct sales. So so my goal is to get them on the phone after the webinar.
You can't make packages?
I can make packages, but I can only take payment over the phone. I have to like fill out a physical form.
Okay.
I can't do like a payment page.
Why? Just because you have to collect info from customers?
Because I'm a 1099 for a company and the company doesn't let me sell online.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I gotcha.
So what I'm trying to do is figure out the packages are, I've got three different ways to present. I can either do a per unit, which is a nice small number. It's like $130, or per month, because I can finance it over 12 months, which is now $1,200-ish. Or you buy a whole year's, or you look at the whole year number, and that's 14, 15 grand, which is terrifying. So if I'm going to try and do this way, do you have guidance on, hey, sell them like this, and that's how you get them to call you? Because if I put $14,000 up on the webinar, everyone's going to hang up.
How do you know that?
I mean, I would hang up because it looks like a humongous number for. I mean, granted, if you're doing, some roofers are my target client. If you're doing 150 roofs a year, then you can do the math in your head and go, okay, it's $135 times 150 roofs equals whatever, and it's this giant number. But what I'm trying to do is keep the sticker shock as low as possible.
See, I see the world different, Tyson.
Okay.
I see it as, let's make a presentation that's so amazing and articulates so much value that 15,000 seems like a steal. 15,000 seems like the cheapest price I could have ever heard.
Okay. I love that. Let's do that. So
Yes.
is that just in then how I'm presenting my 4 core stories and everything? I just need to.
Yes. That's the beauty of the webinar. It allows me to pre-frame. It allows me to present. It allows me to share the presentation. I can articulate the value. I can share the stories, and I can paint that picture. More importantly, as you'll learn with Perfect Webinar, I can find that one domino, that one thing, their pillar of belief, where if I can get you to knock that down, and if I can get you to believe my one domino, then everything else has to work perfectly. Everything else makes beautiful sense. That's the whole part of a perfect webinar.
Okay.
Now, I really just wanted to challenge your mindset a little bit, because I've heard this many, many times from many, many people. We've even heard Myron Golden, who's an unbelievably successful entrepreneur, has the exact same story of, I didn't want to promote my $3,000 product because I didn't think anybody would buy. Well, why didn't you think that, Myron? Because if anybody shared a $3,000 product with me, I wouldn't have bought it. That would have blown my socks off, but your customers are not you. So I just really wanted to challenge your mind on that one. $15,000 is not a tremendous amount of money, especially when we're talking yearly offers. It all comes down to how we can articulate our value to our customers. But I think that $1,200 offer, that fits in the slot perfectly. Perfect Webinar deals with products from $997 to $5,000. That's the perfect sweet spot. Now, granted, I know I have a buddy who he uses Perfect Webinar to book people to private calls where he sells them multi-million-dollar airplanes. Right, so we can use Perfect Webinar in different ways. He never makes a sale in the funnel. It's all over the phone like you're talking about here too. But I think I would have you start with that $1,200. You said that's a yearly offer, correct?
So it's $1,200 a month for 12 months equals the big scary number.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Is the other offer $124 a month?
No, it's $124 per unit. So the way I'm working it is you can either buy, you can think of it in terms of you're going to get a unit for this small digestible number, but you're going to need 30 units a month because that's how many roofs you're putting on houses. And you're going to need 30 times 12 a year because that's how many roofs you're doing a year. And I want you to buy a yearly package.
Yes, that's what I recommend, Tyson. Go for the yearly. No,
Go
go
for
for yearly. Go for yearly. Because the pitch is, if you commit to me, I will commit to you. If you commit to a year and you lock in, I will commit myself to you for a year. And if you commit for a year, I will give you all the things that you need so I can virtually guarantee your success.
Okay.
Yearly offer, 1,000,000%.
Okay, fantastic. Love that. That's much easier. Thank you very much.
You got it, Tyson. Great questions. How did you just start this week?
Yeah, like last Thursday or something.
Ah, beautiful. Yeah, we got tons of time, and you're just getting into the Perfect Webinar. So glad we got this locked in. Now, as you go through the training, you can have that offer in mind, and everything's really going to start falling together here.
Yeah, awesome. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Me too. Great to meet you, Tyson.
You as well.
All right. Danielle, I see your hand is still up. Looks like you might have another question. Uh-oh, I know that face.
2 quick formatting things, and I know we're past time. Can you
That's
just
okay. Let's do it.
trying this whole time? So how do I edit just this? I mean, I like it now but I don't know how to edit this box here. I've been editing the other things.
Yeah, and man, we're just clicking around everywhere trying to figure it out. This is going to be in your column settings, that little black settings bar in the top right of your room. Your right room. Okay, put your mouse back on the opt-in and put it, yes, right there. Yes, right there. So when you made a 2-column row, each row is called a column, or each room is its own column where you can change the background of that room. So like use your paint drop down at the very top. It says light background. Just make it darkest at the very bottom. And now that entire column background changes. You can go down to your background drop down. Yep, go ahead. Go back to light. You're fine. You can go to your background drop down just below now, the background toggle. It's below your padding. And it's above your border. It's a little toggle if you look on the...
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
Oh, so
turn
now
on back.
Now I'm in that guy.
You're in, if you look at the very top left of the settings on the right-hand side, you'll see it says column at the very top left. Do you see that? Yes. So now you're editing the column itself, and you can make that any color you want with your background color.
Okay, whatever. So just
That is your
for-
border. I believe that's your border.
Oh,
So scroll up a little bit. And we're looking, yep, you're in your border. That's your background. Correct.
okay. Don't want that, but got it. Okay, 10-4.
Well, and it's for the column
Okay,
itself. So do me a favor, just use that little red that you had there. I'll just show you a cool trick. Yep, and then your opacity slider, the second slider down, slide it like 3/4 of the way left.
Yeah, I need a design lesson.
Right, so your red background is actually the darkest background on the page. So as we're making this one more see-through, it's actually taking the background on
But
there.
it didn't change it.
It didn't, and that's because the background of the row itself is so dark. So, like, do me a favor, choose your green color, just so we can make it different. Go to the back to the right to your green. Yeah, there we go. And now slide it left, and you can see that it's actually changing the color here because green and red are molding together. Is this
Okay.
kind of
So just, I'll think around with it here.
cool? I just want to point out the opacity slider. That really helps you dial in and get nice muted colors, or bold if you're trying to go bold.
See how there's like this little box here, which is the bottom of this little box, but
Yep.
then it looks like there's this. I want to put this little area between these two things. So it's like an even box.
Yes. So go back up to your text there as seen around the street. Just below in that bottom section.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then move your mouse up for me to where that arrow is. Nice. So that look at what we did. It's just a simple image, Danielle. Move your mouse down just a little bit to get that orange box, and there it is, my image element. Clone that for me. Bingo. Take the next one, drag it down. Click and hold, drag it, drag it, drag it. And just above that, bingo. Right there. Yep.
Oh.
And now all you would do is drag it up a little bit. So go to your element settings. Not like that. We're actually going to use our margin slider. Yeah, you were close. Click your element settings. Go to top margin. It's the top slider, and start moving that margin slider left. Right will bring it down, but we want it up just like they had it in the one before. Keep bringing it left a little bit. And that's a little much. Bring it back down.
I'm just not seeing what you're doing. That's why I'm
Well,
not
you
understanding.
want both of your sections to be the same, right? Like in the section above, we have.
See how there's like a space between this red and the top of this.
Oh yes.
This
Yes.
just from here to here. I just want a little white space between this and this.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, delete that other image element. The little arrow
I was
right
like,
above
it's
what
okay.
the cool. Oh, I see. You're undoing. That's perfectly fine.
And this
Okay,
is
so
not here, but
right.
I just want to put this amount of space from this to this between here and here.
Okay, great. So go to your row itself. In that section that you're in, highlight the blue row. That's our section. So click
I think
anywhere off to the side.
I need a lesson in rows and sections. That was like at the beginning of my journey here.
It's okay. We have to learn these things. Take me down to your section, what the cool kids are saying, because that's where you want the space, correct? You want
Above
what the
it.
cool above it. So
Yeah.
you want some space above what the cool kids are saying,
Yeah.
and you want that
Not the
space to
same
be.
color. I want it to look just like this.
Oh,
Unless I'm overthinking this. Do you see how this section here has this space and then it has this space? Because when I change the color of this, which now I don't know what the hell that is. But if I get in here and let's say I make it, whatever, I'll just pick one of my colors. Let's say I make it something that we can see, green. See how the green lands into the orange? I want some white space to make this block separate.
Oh, we can do that. Easy. Click on
Okay.
your funnel. Click add section in the green section. Click your add section action button at the bottom of the section. And my
Oh, add
tool, yes,
section.
right there. Nice. Let's add a blank section.
I did that, and then it did all these crazy ass things.
And
Oh,
that's
right
it.
here.
Yeah, put it right there.
Oh,
You actually didn't drag
see.
it down. So watch this, Danielle. Click add section again. Your action button at the bottom of your section. So click on your funnel to get out of the settings. Click on add section. Yes. And then just click blank section. You don't even have to drag and drop. Just click it.
Okay. Okay, let's try that one more time. And then I got to go to the short bus class. Okay, so just
Blank
click it one
section.
time.
And that's it. Just leave it. Don't even worry about the rows. Just move it off.
But now it's this weird, like, highlighty thing.
Yeah, but they're not going to see that. They don't see add new row. They don't see any of that. All they're going to see is a space. And then you could change your padding.
This gray box?
No, not at all. They don't see any of that. They just see a section with the background. You see that because you're in the editor. So if you want to make a little break in between the two, just keep a blank section. Make the coloring whatever you want. You can change up your top and bottom padding to make it as wide or skinny as you want.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate the extra time.
Absolutely. Did you have another question, Danielle?
No, I was going to go preview it so I could see it. Thanks.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's not letting me out.
Click your eyeball in the top right.
See, you did it. Thank you.
Yep, they see
Okay, got
nothing
it.
crazy. If you need to make that bigger, just
Appreciate it.
extend your padding, make it
Yeah.
smaller. Yep.
Thank you.
Awesome. You got it, Danielle. All right. Great session today, gang. Both sessions. These were fantastic. And they're fantastic because you guys are moving and grooving. You're making strides forward. That's all I can ask of you. It's easy to get bogged down. It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to start building bridges and move on to the new shiny object that's around every single corner. But you guys aren't doing that. You're sticking to it. And your minds are open. You guys are so open to different ideas and concepts. And I just think that's awesome. There's a lot of people that don't have open minds. I actually love them because I can argue with a brick wall if I had to, and I can argue about funnels all day. But it's really great to get to work with people who are just open to listening to different ideas, different concepts, different frameworks, and different ways of doing things. So I'm really enjoying hanging out with all of you guys. I hope you're feeling the same. I'll let you go for now. It's currently 3:15 Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, we're going to be live at the exact same times with the exact same link. So feel free to show up. We'll keep things moving and grooving. Massive steps forward every single day. Super proud of you.